Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. With stars LeBron James and Luka Doncic out due to injuries, the Lakers are delighted to introduce their new star to their rivals, Austin Reaves, who had a masterful 51-point performance in the win over the Sacramento Kings. Bad news about Luka Doncic's health. While it seemed like a minor injury, it was diagnosed that Luka Doncic will need to be sidelined for 5 to 10 games, which will be a huge blow to the Lakers' championship hopes. But it's confirmed that Doncic will miss at least 5 games, and that's a long stretch for the Lakers. According to Lakers reporter Jovan Buha, the team announced that Doncic was diagnosed with a sprained left finger and a contusion in his left leg. He will be re-evaluated in approximately a week. Based on this schedule, Doncic is expected to miss at least 5 games, against the Kings, Portland Trail Blazers, Timberwolves, Memphis Grizzlies, and Miami Heat. The injury comes at an unfortunate time for Los Angeles, which is already without James and is relying heavily on Doncic's early season heroics. Doncic's averages of 46 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists through 2 games demonstrate how crucial he has been to the Lakers' offense. His absence leaves a significant void that Austin Reaves will be asked to fill. Reaves, who is averaging 25.5 points, 10 assists, and 6 rebounds this season, will likely see his role expand as the Lakers attempt to remain competitive in Doncic's absence. Lakers find solution to team while LeBron, Doncic rehab from injuries. The Los Angeles Lakers received unfortunate news on Sunday that star point guard Luka Doncic will miss at least a week due to a thumb injury. Doncic will join LeBron James on the injury reserve list as the 40-year-old recovers from a sciatica problem that will have him out until mid-November. Without the two superstars for a chunk of the beginning of their season, it will most definitely be more difficult to win games. However, on Sunday night, the Lakers secured a win over the Sacramento Kings due to their new game plan, which could be simplified as giving the ball to Austin Reaves and letting him work. Reaves had a career-high 51 points and added an impressive 11 rebounds and 9 assists, one away from a triple-double. The 6'5" guard has come into his own as a great player in this league over the past few years and is the third option on a stacked roster. He is the type of guy you wonder what he would do if he were the leader of his own team. Thankfully for the Lakers, he was there to save them in their third game of the season, as he shot 12 of 22 from the field and 6 of 10 from 3. Reaves was able to pressure the Kings' defense enough and ended the game 21 of 22 from the free throw line, making him a plus 22 in just a 7-point win. He has started this season off amazingly, and there is no better time to do it. Reaves is in the final year of his contract and will look to get his money's worth next offseason. Of course, this is a team game, and Reaves couldn't have done this without the support of his team. DeAndre Ayton had his first great game as a Laker, scoring 22 points and reeling in 15 rebounds. He showed better defensive awareness, holding Domantas Sabonis, one of the league's best inside scorers, to just 10 points. Without James and Doncic, we may see more late-game Austin Reaves takeovers like Sunday, and head coach J.J. Redick will have no choice but to trust the 27-year-old with the game. Lakers' LeBron James replacement suffers unfortunate leg injury. The injuries continue to pile up for the Los Angeles Lakers to start the 2025-26 season. Before the Lakers' season-opening contest against the Golden State Warriors, the franchise discovered that 4-time NBA champion LeBron James would be sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks with sciatica. Ahead of Los Angeles' first road contest, Sunday night versus the Sacramento Kings, the organization received devastating news surrounding 5-time All-Star Luka Doncic's status for the clash. According to ESPN's Shams Charania, Doncic must sit out at least 1 week to recover from a left finger sprain and lower left leg contusion. During the third quarter of the Lakers' Western Conference battle against the Kings, James' replacement, Gabe Vincent, suffered an unfortunate leg injury and was forced to leave the contest early. Shortly after Doncic's premature exit, ESPN's Dave McMenamin provided the public with a valuable update on the 6'2" guard's condition. Gabe Vincent is in a walking boot in the Lakers' locker room, McMenamin reported. He said X-rays on his left ankle were negative. While Vincent's X-rays came back negative, it isn't a good sign that the former Miami Heat guard was in a protective walking boot less than an hour after Los Angeles' hard-fought 127-120 victory over the Kings. Vincent is off to a slow start to the year, as his perimeter shooting and inability to create his own offense off the dribble continue to plague him in Los Angeles. The 29-year-old is averaging 4.0 points per game on 33.3% shooting from the field and 28.6% shooting from three-point range. Still, losing Vincent for an extended period would be damaging to the Lakers' depth, guard depth specifically, moving forward. LeBron James and Luka Doncic celebrate Austin Reeves' career night against Kings. The Los Angeles Lakers certainly hoped they wouldn't need to rely on Austin Reeves so much so soon during the 2025-26 season, but the guard found himself in the leading role after the team ruled out Luka Doncic against the Sacramento Kings. Doncic was declared out due to finger and leg injuries and is set to be re-evaluated in 1 week. Doncic now joins LeBron James in street clothes, leaving Reeves to lead an already ailing Los Angeles squad. Reeves was tasked with leading the charge against the Kings and he absolutely delivered with a fantastic offensive performance. He got any shot he wanted to go, and he lived at the free throw line as Sacramento couldn't help but foul him. Reeves scored a career-high 51 points in the win and James took to social media to celebrate, via his personal X account. Doncic also chimed in with a seeming approval of Reeves' masterpiece, via his personal Instagram account. It was another signal that Reeves has leveled up his game as he looked more than able to handle the burden of creating for teammates while getting his own. When the guard wasn't scoring the basketball, he was moving it well and finding players for open shots that helped keep Sacramento at bay. Reeves obviously won't have this kind of scoring night every game that Doncic and James are out, but it speaks to his ability to step up when needed. The early part of the Lakers' schedule is relatively soft, so these are games that the team needs to be taking advantage of. It's not going to be easy for Los Angeles to continue stacking wins while Doncic is out, but Reeves is at least giving the organization some optimism that he can keep them competitive. The Lakers play a young and energetic Portland Trail Blazers team on the second night of a back-to-back, so hopefully Reeves has enough left in the tank for what should be another tough challenge. Austin Reeves believes Luka Doncic can average 40 points for Lakers. Luka Doncic has looked like a man possessed to start the regular season and his hot shooting leads Austin Reeves to believe that he could average 40 a night for the Lakers. James Worthy names key player in LA Lakers win and hails Marcus Smart's performance. Former Lakers forward James Worthy breaks down the LA Lakers' first win of the new season. After a disappointing start to the 2025-26 NBA season, the Los Angeles Lakers have finally secured their first win. Luka Doncic led the way in a 128-110 victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves, finishing just 1 point short of 50. DeAndre Ayton also played a key role in slowing down Rudy Gobert. James Worthy discusses Marcus Smart's impact. Following the victory over the Timberwolves, Worthy shared his thoughts on the team's performance, pointing out the influence Marcus Smart had on the game. The NBA Hall of Famer noted that it was Smart's energy that made a real difference, and that this has always been a big part of his game. Worthy said, "The game really changed when Marcus Smart came into the game. It's amazing how contagious his energy is." Although Smart only scored 3 points with 1 assist and 2 steals, he had a noticeable effect on both ends of the court and finished with a plus-minus of +24. With LeBron James still out of action, the Lakers have been leaning heavily on Doncic and Austin Reeves to carry the scoring load. In James' absence, Rui Hachimura is expected to step up as that third option. While he did not quite manage it against the Warriors, he made up for it against the Timberwolves. "I thought the key tonight was Rui. He only got a couple of rebounds, but his activity offensively was a threat," Worthy stated. Hachimura contributed 23 points and shot an efficient 10-for-13 from the field. The Lakers will need similar performances from him if they are going to keep pace in what is shaping up to be a tough Western Conference season. For takeaways as Lakers endure roller coaster opening week. The Los Angeles Lakers' opening week of their 79th season has been nothing short of an emotional roller coaster. A humbling defeat to Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors on opening night set an uneasy tone. Within hours, frustration spilled across social media, and everyone except Luka Doncic found themselves in the fanbase's crosshairs. The Slovenian superstar opened the season with a blistering 46 points, 11.5 rebounds, and 8.5 assists per game, leading the Lakers to a thrilling revenge win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Luka for MVP train was in full motion before it screeched to a halt. Doncic suffered finger and leg injuries that will sideline him for at least a week. That setback looked insurmountable heading into Sacramento. Yet, behind Austin Reeves' career-best 51 points, the Lakers comfortably dismantled the Kings, and they did it without Luka and LeBron James. James remains out indefinitely with right sciatica, leaving Los Angeles to navigate choppy waters without its two brightest stars. It's been a week of turbulence and surprises, and these are the four biggest takeaways from the Lakers' roller coaster opening week. Offense, and just enough defense. If the Lakers plan to survive this stretch, they'll need to lean into their offense. Through 3 games, they rank third in offensive rating, an encouraging sign, even with a small sample size. Last season, the league average for team scoring was 113.8 points per game. When the Lakers crossed 114 points, they went 32-11. When they didn't, they fell to 18-21. The math is simple: score more, win more. But outscoring teams isn't as easy as it sounds. Los Angeles can't afford to bleed points defensively. Instead, it must string together key stops in the third and fourth quarters, the stretches that often define games. The Timberwolves win proved this approach works, as the Lakers held Minnesota to just 16 points in the final frame. The blueprint is clear: unleash their firepower and tighten up just enough on defense to close games. Austin Reeves is playing like an all-star. Reeves' 51-point outburst in Sacramento wasn't just a highlight, it was a revelation. The third-year guard showed total command of the Lakers' offense, operating like a seasoned floor general. Reeves, a natural combo guard, has always had playmaking instincts. But this version looks evolved, confident, patient, and capable of running the show when needed. Through 3 games, he's averaging 34 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 9.7 assists. Those numbers won't hold all season, but even if he settles around 25 points and 7 assists per night, he puts himself in elite company. Only Devin Booker, Jalen Brunson, and Cade Cunningham reached those averages last season, all All-Stars. Reeves may not be there yet, but his trajectory is impossible to ignore. Marcus Smart's two-way impact will define the season. The Lakers' roller coaster start has also exposed their lack of athleticism outside of LeBron James. That makes Marcus Smart's role even more critical. He's not just the defensive anchor the team desperately needs, he's also become a stabilizing playmaker in J.J. Redick's up-tempo offense. Smart can run the floor, find teammates in transition, and set the tone defensively. His ability to read passing lanes and guard multiple positions gives the Lakers a defensive edge they sorely lacked. However, his shooting has been an issue, just 14.3% from 3. That number will rise, but even when he misses, defenders still respect his shot, creating space for others to attack. Smart's box score might not always reflect his importance, but his presence changes how the Lakers function on both ends. DeAndre Ayton brings stability to the paint. Few expected DeAndre Ayton to end up in purple and gold before a quiet offseason buyout, but he's already proving useful. His rim protection and rebounding are solid, if not spectacular, but his offensive consistency has been a welcome surprise. Ayton's 22-point performance against the Kings gave the Lakers something they lacked last season: reliable scoring from the center position after trading away Anthony Davis. His rebounding, averaging 7 boards through the first 2 games before grabbing 15 in Sacramento, still needs improvement. But his potential impact remains undeniable. The Lakers don't need Ayton to be an all-star. They just need him to anchor the paint and provide balance, something this roster has missed last season. The road ahead. As the Lakers head to Portland.nd to face the Trailblazers, they carry both hope and uncertainty. Their offensive potential is sky-high, but their defensive discipline will determine how far they go. It's been a true roller coaster of an opening week for the Lakers, thrilling, unpredictable, and full of promise. If they can sustain the highs and weather the lows, this season could turn from chaotic to compelling very quickly. Austin Reaves' strong play, a double-edged sword for Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers opted not to make many big moves this offseason. They might be bracing for the post-LeBron James days, which makes perfect sense, all things considered. However, even if they have some bucks to spare, that might not be enough for them to keep their third star. Austin Reaves just gave everyone a reminder of the type of player he can be with a bigger role, and his price might only go up after Sunday night's explosion. Lakers may not be able to afford Austin Reaves. With LeBron and Luka Doncic out, Reaves took matters into his own hands to take down the Sacramento Kings 127-120. The former undrafted free agent exploded for a career-high 51 points, adding 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 6 three-pointers and a couple of steals in 39 minutes. He was already a strong candidate to opt out of his contract and test free agency after this season, and that type of performance will only help his camp make bigger financial demands. He's currently making roughly $13.9 million and is slated to make $14.8 million next season. His 4-year, $53 million contract extension was one of the biggest bargains in the league at the time, and that has only become more true as the deal progresses. Of course, the Lakers will need him to keep this up, as Doncic will be out with a lower leg injury for at least a week, and James is still out with a sciatica injury. Ironically, though, the better he plays, the more likely he will be to leave.